Hello. Welcome back to a month in my life as a graphic designer. If you're new here, I'm Kat. I'm 25 years old. I've been exploring LA for the past year, and I'm a freelance brand designer, content creator, and creative lead for Hyper, which is a skincare brand I designed. I feel like it's been a while. I'm sorry. I have so much to recap on. Oh, one thing I really wanted to share. I can officially do an actual pull-up. No jumping, no assistance. Highlight of the month. I've been around a lot this month. I started off in Berkeley. In college, I was part of this design club called Innovative Design, and every year they invite a lot of different speakers to come talk about their careers, and I am now one of them, which is really exciting. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on that today. I'm gonna be so obnoxious with these animations. I'm so sorry. Blast. What does blast do? Whoa. Hello everyone, it is 5:45 p.m. I am nowhere close to being done with my work today. Let me just tell you what happened. It was a busy day. I woke up, I was in the middle of editing 2 brand deals. I had a meeting in the morning with Hyper, and then in the afternoon I met with a potential client for a packaging project, which is very exciting. When I chatted with this person, she was just a ball of energy and she was so kind, and I just loved her personality instantly. So I was like, yeah, let's do it, let's work together. And she got really excited. So I hope it goes really well, because when you find people like that, you just gotta hold on to them. Yeah, I'm so grateful that I have a bunch of clients that I really love working with. So I hope this turns into a long-term partnership. Right now I am working on a voiceover for one of my brand deals, and then I have to make a pitch deck for Lentiful. And then I have to pack. I will probably eat girl dinner tonight because I don't have that much time to cook a whole feast or anything. After my talk, I had 2 days to explore. It was super nice to be back. I got to visit my favorite places and remember how beautiful the campus was. I feel like when you're a student, you take it for granted, or you're too busy and stressed to really notice how cool it actually is. It was also really interesting to see how much it's changed. I feel like they've installed a bunch of super loud games into the place I used to study a lot, so I don't know how anyone gets work done anymore. I also got to go to my favorite viewpoint in the world. I used to come here all the time when I was stressed or just needed to see some nature. Being able to share that with all of my friends was exactly what I needed. I spent our last day in San Francisco with another friend. Every time I'm back in the Bay, I just feel so entirely at home. If I'm being really honest with myself, I hope to settle back down here one day. But in the meantime, I'm happy to still explore LA. We went to the De Young Museum, and I got to see one of my favorite pieces by one of my favorite artists in the world, James Turrell. He does these really amazing sky spaces, and it looks underwhelming here because it was really cloudy, but usually they're just stunning depending on what time of day you go. Also, shout out to Eve, my first ever subscriber to come up to me in real life. That was really cool. You made my entire day. I wish I had asked you for the picture you took, but here we are. One of the highlights of my month was definitely Expo West, which is a huge trade show held in Anaheim that showcases leading natural, organic, and healthy products. I got invited by my client Ben, who is the founder of Lentiful, an instant lentil brand that I designed, and it was the first time I've ever met him in person after working together for 3 years. He actually won the Nexie Award for one of his flavors.
And the winner is Lentiful Homestyle Chili Instant Lentil.
And he was super pumped, and I'm so proud and happy to just see Lentiful grow. And he was just as delightful in person as he is online. I literally walked 20,000 steps just exploring the booths of upcoming and established brands and eating all of their samples. It's funny because you can tell which brands have a lot of money based on how nice their booths are. The Impossible booth was crazy big. They had just gone through a rebrand. The Oatly booth was really cool. They were giving out smoothies. The posters looked really nice. The Poppy booth was absolutely poppin'. But I also appreciated the more scrappy brands who didn't have as much stuff, but they worked with what they had. I feel like booth design and experiential design is just a really cool field of design to get into. So I really appreciated all of the effort that went into all of the trade booths. Hi guys, I'm in the middle of editing this vlog right now, and I just wanted to be a little more real with you guys for a second because I feel like I'm just kind of putting out a lot of the highlights of the last month. I think I tend to just whip out the camera when something exciting is happening or it's something cool that I want to share with you guys. I just want to remind you guys that social media can so often be a highlight reel and things are very selected and curated. Happy Saturday. It is 10:52 p.m. We're about to destroy this pizza that is ready. Realistically, the last 2 weeks have looked exactly the same to me. Every single weekday I'm sitting down, I'm glued to my computer until like 8 or 9 p.m. I've been working on this one specific illustration project and it's kicking my butt. I don't want you to think I'm just like whipping out designs constantly. That's very much not the case. This project has made me so frustrated. Like, I think the first week or so, I just could not get it to where it needed to be. And only recently have I started to feel proud of what it's been turning into. I feel like the design process can be so insanely frustrating sometimes. Just recently, I haven't been able to kind of whip out the camera and show you guys what I've been working on because a lot of it is going to be launching way down the line. So it's all confidential right now and I can't share with you guys what I've been doing. And I kind of feel a lot of guilt about that because I kind of pride myself on being able to share my work with you guys. And I feel like that's kind of the bulk of the content I've been putting out lately, like the life as a graphic designer vlogs. Between my freelance design jobs, my job at Hyper, and trying to have a work-life balance, it's really hard for me to just sit down and think up new ideas and plan out a script and things like that. So I feel like vlogging has been the most sustainable option for me lately. I can talk a lot about the highs and lows of being a graphic designer. Again, I'm not trying to complain. I love my job. At the end of the day, I know I'm just picking colors and drawing and like having a good time. So it's not that deep, but I just kind of wanted to come in here and say all of this. One of my favorite weekends was spent at Universal Studios, which is a film studio and theme park. It was so nice to just feel like a kid and be filled with so much awe. I visited Harry Potter World for the very first time. I feel like amusement parks are just kind of peak capitalism because they're really out here selling these cheap plastic wands for like $70.
Oh, Sirius Black is broken.
Is this not the best one?
But I think the rides and the world building were just really well done. Aside from having to wait like 45 minutes to an hour for every ride, I had a really good time.
You thought it was...
I don't know. I thought it was someone else's. Do you want the straw?
Oh no, it's cool.
My absolute favorite part was probably the studio tour. I think the coolest thing about Universal Studios is that they shoot a lot of movies and TV shows in the lot, and they have a lot of props from iconic films from the past.
Electronics van from the film Nope, directed by Jordan Peele.
Hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Clay.
Universal Studios has a really weird obsession with squirting water at you, which I could do without. Almost every ride I went on, I got water splashed in my face for like no reason. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever said this, but I also really love Jurassic World and dinosaurs, so it was really cool to be able to come here. If you're ever in the LA area, I would highly recommend visiting Universal Studios. A few months ago, I got approached by this studio called Risotto Studio, and it's a risograph studio and they're based in the UK. And basically they have this thing called a Riso Club issue where 4 artists from the same location each make a little print and they send it out to their subscribers. And I got asked to make a little collection. For my location and my artist, I chose Berkeley, and I got to invite a few of my Berkeley friends to do this collection with me. This one is mine. It says amazing things coming, and I really love the colors that I chose. These are my friends. They all went to the same design club at Berkeley. If you watched my vlog when I was in the Philippines, I went to this ceramic studio called Laro Ceramics, and there was no wheel, so I just kind of made this with my bare hands. I like how it turned out though. I think it's pretty cute, if I do say so myself. I stamped cat on the inside. It doesn't like fully rest. It's not very balanced, but yeah. They say 25 is the age your prefrontal cortex fully develops, and if there's one thing I'm trying my very hardest to prioritize, it's some semblance of a work-life balance.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, you're really good at that. How does bro spin?
I'm still trying to figure out what direction I want to take my career in, but in the meantime, I am so grateful for everyone who's been following along with my adventures on this platform. I know this vlog kind of makes it look like I just play all day. I promise you I do work, but I hope you enjoyed these highlights, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sending you a big hug.